Hey, I'm Anthony, and on the last video, I said I was going to get the rest of the bulls on my personal time, and I did. Here's a quick recap of what happened. I started off by reloading the wrong save, of course, and when I found the recent save, Esper was hurt pretty badly, so I took her to the nearest bed to get patched up. Afterwards, she got into a few fights, nothing too special, we've seen that before. Then we bought the animals and she took them back to eye socket. Same thing we were doing last time. Now that I told you what happened, let's get started on this video. As we all know, Esper became really strong, but in Kenshi, she could still be a lot stronger. Only thing is, this would require her to lose both her arms and her legs in order to replace them with robotic ones. I wanted to start off by getting rid of her lower half, so from eye socket, I ran to Black Desert City to melt her legs off. On my way there, I thought about what I would do once Esper's legs were off. Would I then crawl my way to the city and get new legs? Of course not. That would have taken forever, and she would probably die from the acid rain before I reached the robotic limb shop. Because of that, first we made a stop at Way Station and hired Jaku for only 3,000 cats, just for now. Esper picked him up and we were on our way. After we arrived at the city, Esper put him down and we got to work getting them dogs off. A feet lover's worst nightmare. I just had to wait a bit since the acid was working really fast. Once her legs were at around -100, I made Jaku pick her up and drop her near the bar so the acid rain could finish the job. When Esper's legs got replaced, it was finally time to say goodbye to Jaku. She didn't have a use for him anymore. Once she gets her arms cut off, she can just run away and heal, is what I thought. How are you going to heal without arms?
It makes no sense.
As I was editing the video, I realized that from Jaku's perspective, Esper totally just kidnapped him. She hired him for 3,000, picked him up unconscious, took him to a place he wasn't ready for, and left him there after she was done with him. Is Esper a villain? Before I got rid of Esper's arms, I tried getting her good armor that doesn't protect them, but I only found this coat. I was hoping for the one paladins use. Here's an image of what it looks like. As Esper was swimming back to dry land, one of the bulls died of starvation. The animals weren't eating off Skylar's inventory for some reason, so I had to drop the food on the floor. Only then did they start to eat normally. Who else knew that animals could eat off the floor? Like, I've been playing all this time and I had no clue. This game keeps surprising me. On her way to the Misty Lands, Esper got attacked by some paladins for the first time in this playthrough, because she is now wearing robotic parts and the Holy Nation doesn't fuck with that. She managed to knock down a few of them but got overwhelmed. We need to try and stay clear of the Holy Nation paladins patrolling around. The reason we're going to the mist in the first place is so that she can get attacked by the Fogmen, those human-eating blue hivers, so they can eat her arms. This game can be so dumb sometimes. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the fog, get my arms eating, cause you know I wanna be a cyborg. Before we did that, I wanted Esper to be fully healed since I want her to have enough health to run back to the city of Mongrel. Only thing is, Esper wouldn't be able to heal herself since she will come back to the city with her fucking arms chopped off. So this is when I realized maybe I should have kept Jaku around for a bit longer. Oh well. I went in search of someone who could wait for me in Mongrel and heal Esper when she comes back. None of the people at the bar looked trustworthy. They looked like if Esper gave them the money to wait for her to come back so they could heal her, they would just take the money and skip town. Esper almost gave up until she saw him. Dun, 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 dun,
Can you feel my heart?
With her newfound confidence, thanks to temporarily hiring the strongest character in all of Kenshi, Esper went out into the mist in search of the Fogmen. She found some Fogmen near the entrance to Mongrel, but they were already dead and couldn't take Esper to their camp. We searched a bit through the fog and finally found one, thanks to the torches they like to place around their camp. Instead of getting Esper knocked out, I decided to tie her to the pole by myself and wait for the fogmen to come to her. The fogmen came and right away started to rip at her flesh. I felt really bad for her, but I mean, that's the price we need to pay for some sick robot arms. I almost let the fogman completely rip her other arm off, but the bleeding was getting to be too much, so Esper escaped the pole and ran. We had to drop off her pants, mask, and chest piece because it was really slowing her down. Just as she was about to reach the bed, she fainted, and this is the reason we needed to hire someone to stay at Mongrel. I waited for Esper to fully heal so that we can go back to where we dropped her armor and get it. Look at those puppy dog eyes. She's like,
Please, Anthony, I don't want you to lose my other arm.
it's too late now. Sorry about that. Esper got her stuff back, so now we need to repeat the same thing as last time, but for her left arm. This time, it went a little smoother. I had to wait for the fogman to finish eating another person, wouldn't want to interrupt, and as soon as they were done with them, they came over to Esper and started munching right away. One of the biggest issues I have run into in this gameplay is having enough money to buy anything other than food for the animals and the workers. All the money not slaves are getting is going into the food fund for the animals. They eat a lot, they are massive animals after all, so it just makes sense. I did get rid of one of the steel mining workers. I think it would be easier if I just focus on selling copper. Plus, it is one less mouth to feed. Look at Esper's blood. She left a whole line. It says ... It stops at the gate, but I think she was bleeding throughout the whole run here. The whole run back here. It's really cool that it keeps it. A decision has been made. I decided on not feeding the animals until Esper was able to get her arms back. By doing that, the animals were really close to starving to death. Now that Esper was able to get her robotic arms, I had to hurry over to Eye Socket, the place they were at, and feed them. I made Esper go out and hunt big things until the bartender restocked his food supply. Thankfully, we managed to stop them from starving. As I was hunting for more big things to prepare for the journey to the Holy Nation, I spotted some Garus from the Traders Guild. I brought the big things I was fighting towards them in the hopes that they would kill the Garus for me. Maybe that way the Traders Guild wouldn't get too mad at me for stealing the ration packs. If I didn't do the crime, I wouldn't do the time. Hey, that shit rhymed. I then took all the food they had to my animals. I was waiting for Esper to heal completely before we headed towards Blister Hill with our army, and I was honestly feeling nervous. All this time we have been working towards this specific goal. What if it didn't go well? No, it has to go well. We have spent so much time and effort gathering these animals just for this specific goal. If we don't do this, Esper's parents got trampled for nothing. She needs her goddamn revenge, and we're gonna give it to her. We made our journey across the desert with the animals slowly and carefully. I made sure to stay clear of any skimmers, bone dogs, or people walking around. Our fight is with the Holy Nation, not them. I made Esper take her arms and legs off so the guards over at Okran's shield wouldn't attack her. After, Not Slave picked her up and we went to cross. As we were crossing, we got attacked by some paladins who were calling us dark beasts. I was really confused, but they ended up only attacking Not Slave 3 for whatever reason. I'm sorry, Not Slave 3, but we must keep going. Maybe we'll come back for him. Because the guards knocked down Not Slave 3, Esper fell to the ground without limbs. And when I saw that there weren't any paladins around Esper, I put all her limbs back on. I had to take off Esper's limbs again, since we're basically at Blister Hill. Because Not Slave number 3 is in prison and can't carry Esper anymore, it was finally time to bring Not Slave and Not Slave number 2 out of the hub and towards Esper, so they can carry her. We made the journey, and as we were getting close to her, I spotted a trader. I bought a bunch of food with the money we had left, gave Not Slaves their armor, and made our way to the capital of the Holy Nation. Off we go to Holy Lord Phoenix's throne 20 pack bulls, and 3 Holy Nation citizens. Now, here's the hard part. Trying to get 20 bulls into the throne room is not easy. It took me a while to do, but eventually I managed to get each and every one inside the room. I was dying at how ridiculous they all looked packed into such a big room. It made it look so tiny in comparison. The guards couldn't walk from all the space we were taking. I couldn't even see Holy Lord Phoenix. My plan was this. As soon as I gave Esper her limbs, Holy Lord Phoenix would attack her and the animals would come to her rescue. Right? Here's a hint. No! When Esper got her limbs back on, everyone in the room started to attack Esper and the bulls weren't doing anything because they were set to passive. When I set them to non-passive, they started to fight back, but it wasn't enough. We got extremely overwhelmed by the guards. Esper got whacked so many times over her head, she fell unconscious and taken to Blister Hill's jail. So there you have it. I couldn't defeat the Holy Nation using just pack bulls and 3 untrained people. I mean, Esper was trained just a little bit, but yeah, it was basically just her. Oh my. Okay. We spent way too much time and effort on this. I wasn't done just yet, okay? I made the bulls go far away from Blister Hill so that Esper could bring just the Holy Lord Phoenix to them. Basically, the whole of Blister Hill followed Esper outside. Since I only wanted Phoenix, I made them follow me away from Blister Hill, making sure to keep clear of the bulls. Once he got separated from his guards, I took him over to my group. The bulls fought him first, and as soon as the fight started, it ended. I mean, he was just slicing away. He sliced through each and every last one of them. I sent Esper to attack. She got knocked out almost straight away. After she got up a few more times, that's when I called it. We lost. There you go. I tried. I gave it 2 honest tries and we lost both times. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. And if you didn't, then leave a dislike. It was fun nonetheless. I had a blast filming it. Once again, my name's Anthony. Goodbye.